Take a look at these two logos. Both represent the same iconic brand, Volkswagen. But something has changed. The 2012 logo is vibrant, detailed, and full of character, while the latest version feels boring. This evolution is not unique to Volkswagen. It's a trend that has swept across industries, affecting some of the most recognizable brands in the world. The question is, why? Why are so many brands simplifying their logos and in the process losing the unique personalities that once made them stand out? Over the last decade, minimalism has grabbed the design world by storm. Brands have simplified their designs by using clean lines, flat colors, and basic shapes. This movement is more than just aesthetics. It signals a broader shift in how businesses see their identities and connect with customers. But in their quest to appear modern and relevant, have these brands forfeited their personalities? To understand why brands are losing their personalities, we need to explore the motivations behind this shift. Historically, logos were rich in detail, often reflecting the craftsmanship, heritage, and values of a brand. They were designed to evoke specific emotions and build strong associations with consumers. However, the rise of digital media changed the game. Today, logos need to be adaptable across multiple platforms, from billboards to mobile screens. This need for versatility has driven brands to simplify their logos, ensuring they look sharp and recognizable no matter where they appear. But in the pursuit of functionality, something crucial has been lost: personality. A brand's personality is its soul. It's what differentiates one company from another in a crowded market. When a logo carries a unique personality, it resonates with consumers on a deeper level, fostering loyalty and emotional connections. Think about Apple. Its logo is more than just a symbol. It's a representation of innovation, quality, and a distinct way of life. The same goes for brands like Coca-Cola or Nike. Their logos don't just identify the brand, they evoke a feeling. But as brands adopt simpler, more generic designs, they risk becoming interchangeable. A logo that lacks personality is forgettable. It blends into the background rather than standing out. For consumers, this means less emotional engagement and weaker brand loyalty. Simplifying a logo isn't all bad news for brands. In a world where first impressions are often made on small screens, a minimalistic design can be a strategic move. Simple logos are easier to recognize at a glance, and they tend to be more versatile across different mediums. Moreover, they align with the modern aesthetic that appeals to today's consumers, who often value clarity and functionality over ornate design. As well as, minimalist logos are often easier and cheaper to reproduce. This cost-effectiveness can be appealing for companies, especially when they need to scale their branding efforts globally. However, the trade-off is that by stripping away the complexity, brands may also be diluting their identity. From a consumer's perspective, the shift towards simpler logos can be both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, clean, straightforward designs are easier to process quickly, which is helpful in our fast-paced world. They can also signal transparency and modernity, qualities that are increasingly valued by younger audiences. But on the other hand, the loss of personality in these logos can make it harder for consumers to connect emotionally with a brand. When all logos start to look the same, the distinctiveness that once guided purchasing decisions fades away. For brands, this can mean that consumers become more price-sensitive and less brand loyal, choosing products based on cost rather than affinity. At first glance, the move towards simpler logos might seem like a cynical ploy to sell more products by aligning with current trends. And while there's truth to that, the reality is more nuanced. Brands aren't just simplifying their logos to be trendy, they're responding to the demands of a digital-first world. Simpler logos perform better in the online space, where clarity and speed are key. In this context, simplifying a logo isn't necessarily about selling more. It's about staying relevant. Brands are adapting to a landscape where attention is scarce, and consumers are bombarded with more information than ever before. A clean, minimalist logo is a way to cut through the noise and maintain visibility. So, are brands losing their personalities? In many ways, yes. The drive toward simplicity has stripped away some of the uniqueness and character that once defined these logos. But this trend isn't just about aesthetics. It's a response to the practical demands of a changing world. As brands continue to evolve, the challenge will be finding a balance, retaining a sense of personality and distinctiveness while staying adaptable and relevant. Ultimately, a logo is more than just a design. It's a reflection of what a brand stands for. And while the trend toward minimalism may continue, the brands that succeed in the long term will be those that find a way to preserve their identity and personality, even in the simplest of forms.